All right, everybody, welcome to my Ignite session on the Hyperlinked Library. First, this word cloud is something I made at the very beginning of the semester to introduce people to me, and I wanted to share it one last time so you can all remember who I am. I did it for a different class, but it works here too. So, let's get into it. The Hyperlinked Library. What is it? Well, to me, it's not just one thing. It's not easily definable because it changes with the time. That's so important. The hyperlinked library gives us the room to grow into what our community needs it to be. It's so important to remember that. It is flexible and ever changing because the world is always changing, and we need to remember that. The hyperlinked library can't be static. It needs to always be evolving with the times because we need to remain relevant. It's about connecting, it's about collaborating, creating, and caring. These are all so important. We want to form those connections with our community because they're the ones who are supporting us, and we want to connect with them. We want to find ways to get them to the library, to collaborate, reach out with other people. It's all about human connections, really. I think that's what it comes down to. But we want them to be able to create. And caring is also important. These are all really important traits because we all have stories to share. And allowing our patrons a safe space to come and to share those stories if they so choose, or to create things inspired by their stories, that's really important to do. Everybody has a story to share, so let them share it. Let them connect with others who have similar stories, or learn things from people who are completely different. It's all about those four C's: connect, collaborate, create, and care. We want to work together. And the hyperlinked library, like I said, it's not just one thing. We saw so many different types of new models with, tool lending, bike lending, sewing machines. The library can be any of these, anything that's going to create that bond with people. Maker spaces, 3D printers, and a lot of it is about working together, like these people working this giraffe working together. We want to be able to do that, to develop relationships. That's also very important. And with the rise of technology and new media, it's so much easier to reach out to people. Between social media and apps, we have so many different avenues that we can connect, whether you're using Twitter or Snapchat, like I wrote about, Tumblr and Facebook. There's so much technology that's arisen. We can really have an online presence as well, and find a way to get in touch with our patrons. It's so important. That's what it's about. The library has always been about the patrons. Without them, we're nothing. We don't exist. So if we can give them a place to come and be themselves and think and, let their minds go, that's what we should do. Unleash the imagination, let them be them. And, don't be afraid to fail. Take risks. Don't be afraid. Preparing for this, I I went through a few different projects. That's why it's taken me so long to get this up. I was going to write a rap and perform it for you, and that did not go well. So I was going to write a song, and I failed miserably at playing the guitar, and I don't like my singing voice. So here I am doing an Ignite session. I took risks. They didn't pan out. I failed. I learned from it, and instead I did art. A lot of the things you're seeing are pictures I've taken or artwork I've done, that I wanted to share with you because I think that's so important. The library is about creating and sharing the hyperlinked library, and so that's what I've done for you. And thinking back on this semester, reflecting on it, it's just I've learned so much, and I can't begin to get into it in 5 minutes into all of it, but it's so important. It's so important to just connect with people, and we shape our own future, but we cannot do that if we sit back and simply watch. So we do need to watch and see and then do. It goes beyond watching it into doing. We must do. We must evolve, and we must have a heart. That is probably the biggest takeaway I've gotten from this class, honestly, is that libraries aren't just about the books. It's about being human. We are human. We can show kindness and empathy to our patrons. We don't know what they're going through, and we are the face of this. I mean, honestly, the hyperlinked library, it's evolving. It's sort of, it's almost a revolution, and we are the face of this. And it is so important to be visible, to be friendly, and to always be kind. So you can see this is the last word cloud I made with words that I took away from this semester. Thank you so much for listening to my Ignite session. I hope you enjoyed it.